Previously, in the GodBreaking, a group of heroes are making their way through the celestial land of Solaria. And this is our map. You guys had just infiltrated the, having gathered, the strength of Titan Rathmus on your side and repaired him. You attacked Titan Zadius, and when I say attacked, he means you guys teleported over to her and found your way to her Mind Stone and attempted to reclaim it. In the process, you fought against a demon that was in charge of corrupting her, this infestor. You guys did harsh battle with the demon. And managed to reconnect, to purge his influence and bring her Mind Stone back to wholeness. You left, and as a result of it, over the course of the next week, Titan Rathmus and Titan Zadius proceeded to rekindle or mend the broken bonds of their relationship. And I think that's where we left off. You guys took a couple of long rests, several nights of long rests, and Titan Rathmus and Titan Zadius are still locked in the throes of passion as they're seeking to repopulate repropagate their species across this plane. And you guys find yourself, you teleport to a place off a few miles away from them, and you were sitting there just seeing these massive entities occupy themselves. So you are approximately where these circles are on the map of Solaria. And what do you guys want to do?
Were we looking for stuff?
Were we? I forget. Had we done something? Had we rolled something to find something?
I had blown all of my stuff for the week, going, you know what, let's find stuff, and for stuff purposes, in the sense of like all those ruins, we were looking for any kinds of remains for helping propagate the species, any remains of Mind Stones or stuff, I don't know, and that's sort of
the
where
important
we left
stuff,
off.
like on the first level, there's that important stuff. Like if there's important stuff here, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that. All right, time to make something up. So, okay, you guys are looking through the ruins, and like the surface of this world has been completely scoured. So it's going to be slim pickings. You see piles of rocks in the vague shape of something that used to be massive temples and monuments and cities, but this place has been ravaged by dragonfire.
I had pick off the spheres to kind of like sift through the ruins and like put them into neat piles.
Are these rocks?
Excavation.
These rocks, do they look like make you invisible to Bahamut rocks? I'm sure. I'm kind of sure they are.
Okay, Renly, as you're moving rocks around, roll me a d20.
1. Oh, okay, perfectly average.
Okay, you're finding rocks upon rocks upon rocks. It's quickly, as you use your music of the spheres. What's the radius? I think it's like a few miles or something for music of the spheres.
It's 1,000 feet of you. So
okay,
much less than a mile.
All right. What's like almost a quarter mile. You're manipulating the earth and shifting matter around, and the rocks are flying up in the air. You're digging deeper, and you're sifting through it and sorting piles of different kinds of rocks. And the naturalist in you sees
ooh, shiny rock.
Yeah, I mean, even below the surface, you're digging down 10, 15, 20 feet through 20 feet of rock. a lot of it is the rock is so homogeneous. It's funny because the destruction, the devastation. There should have been many different kinds of surfaces and rocks and mineral types and stuff through here. But so shattered had this world become, so scorching and so completely destructive was Bahamut's dragonfire that it mushed it all together. So it's this completely homogeneous, chalky.
Turned into magma.
It's more than that. It's like it's past volcanic rock. It's like it's been burned so thoroughly that it's been reduced to like this chalk, this dark gray chalky substance. And as you move rocks around, you find that they are also, down to their core, made up of this substance.
So scorched earth policy to the extreme.
Yeah. 20 feet down, you begin to hit solid rock again, but this is just mountain. Any semblance of any remains of civilization on the surface have been totally purged.
Hey, I can go 1,000 feet deep, so I'm going 1,000 feet deep, and I'm hoping the secret tunnels.
Okay, as you continue to power 1,000 feet down, you do find threads of basically machine-like conduit, very similar to what you'd seen in Modarim.
I'm eyeing Elwyn. I'm like, do we need some, perhaps some guidance in some form of interfacing and mapping? As I point towards those tunnels.
I'm gonna get Melwin +1. I'm gonna tell him, hey Melwin, find yourself an interface device and put your little spigot into it.
Put your rocket into the socket. Go, go, go.
Show Rathmus how it's done.
Melon pops out, and off in the distance, I mean, they're a few miles away, but you can still hear, like, catastrophic. It's like mountains clashing into each other. Boulders, rock slides, like thunderclaps through the air. That's kind of what it's sounding like.
Heavy chafing.
Melwin begins to analyze. He taps on a couple of conduits. He says, yes, this is part of Modarim. We have dug down deep into rock layers. Melwin can interface here, and here, and here, and here. And he begins to point out multiple ports all throughout, along the length of the conduit.
Okay, so we just dug all the way back into the city.
Would you like Melwin to interface, or Melwin to interface with all ports?
One at a time, sure. All of them at the same time, sure. I mean, is there a path going all the way north to the top?
Melwin is only capable of interfacing with one port at a time, but can you do them in succession?
Sequential pattern, yes. Go, go.
So he takes out his little interface device and shoves it into the interface port. He says, processing. This area of mountain heavily damaged. Many conduits and tunnels existed at time in past, but because of heavy reconfiguration of surface of Solaria, shocks have had effects on tunnels of Modarim. He looks up, he says, my kind has not yet repaired this area.
Does it tell you of a detour? Normally, if there's construction to be had, there is a detour.
Yes, perhaps next port. He pulls out of the one port and go plugs it into the next port.
What I'd give a Google Maps.
A few seconds go by. He pulls out again. He shakes his head, a little bit of a disgusted look on his face. He says, that port not very good. And he goes to the next port.
Oh my god!
And he shoves his interface rod in there. And he says, yes. He says, this port has access to more sensors. A few tunnels remain, deep within mountain. He looks up, he says, where does Melwin -1 wish to travel to?
To the Temple of Bahamut.
Scanning. He says, single tunnel found. One remaining. Quite perilous. He says, broken at multiple junction points, but more intact than any of the others. He says, I have charted it. Would you like us to travel there?
Could you show us on this wonderful map here where it goes, like through? Let's can we get like an overview?
Okay, so you guys are kind of where these two circles are. That's where Rathmus and Zadius are doing the deed. This remaining tunnel, like he says, it's kind of broken. It travels up, and then that's about how it goes.
Before we do that, I have one more idea, hopes and prayers. So, magic items support are supposed to enlarge or shrink to fit the wielder, right?
Mhm.
What if I give Rathmus my ring of invisibility and we just ride him all the way up?
I feel like a certain Bahamut can see through invisibility.
But this is the one ring.
It's true.
Let's do it.
Would you consider Rathnis and the fire turtle magical beings?
That ring, Elwyn. What did we do with it? You found it deep in the underground, underneath Ospium. Did it come into play at another part in the game? I'm trying to remember.
in hell.
It's Modius's ring.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Like some crazy powerful ring.
It's like a signet ring or something.
It's that one you throw into like Mordor.
It gave you access to various places in hell, right? They saw it and they let you travel on. Okay.
This would totally fit on Rathmus.
I'd forgotten about that thing. Okay. All right. So you want to try to slap it onto Rathmus?
It's a suggestion. I want to know what the others think.
Sounds hilarious.
I mean, if it's the ring of invisibility of this Modius, then it probably should mask everything, because he probably has bad BO. So yeah, I think it would work on Rathmus.
That train of logic.
But Rathmus doesn't have poopy pants like that one guy we met back
That
in the
guy.
prime.
He was hard to see if you had bad eyes, but I tell you what, you could smell him. Like instantly.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Let's do it. So, how would Sadie's feel about this? Considering, and I point to as the Boink Fest is still going on.
I mean, they're 3 days into it.
Does that mean
No.
another 6 days to go?
Another
No.
4 days.
Hear me out on this one. if Rathmus and the other one, if they're magical, can we conform them to size after we attune to them? To stick them in our pockets, travel the tunnels, and then pop out of the top and be like, Pokeball, go!
You want to shrink the Titans down by tuning to them.
Wait, they're magical beings? The
Yeah,
items? Are they
they're
items
magical
that we can
items.
attune to? What?
It's gonna take a whole lot more than attuning to them to try to do something crazy like that.
I'm gonna roll a. Ooh, you tell me what you want me to roll, and I'll get a nat 20 on it guaranteed right now. I don't even care. I'm that confident right now. I got a 1 out of 20 chance.
I mean, well, you're not even close to them yet. I mean,
Nope,
you're
alright.
you're a couple miles away while they're in the middle of their
I'm rolling a d20. It's gonna be a 20. Fuck. Alright, they're mine. If it was, I would be real cocky. Kind of like Elwin's ideas. Like, it's a super powerful, super invisible ring of Asmodeus
Let's let that go
superpower.
wrong.
Like,
Let's do it. We have the tunnels at the backup.
think about it this way, alright? The turtle's gonna get knocked up, alright? We take Rathmus in. If he gets blown up, Turtle has a baby, alright? Mini Rathmus. Now we have Mini Rathmus go straight Alabama mode on that turtle, alright? Just joking. Just joking. It's terrible.
Alabama mode.
Hilarious. Melwin, the course that you charted, how long would it take us to traverse those tunnels, and what is the peril?
He says, inner conduits of Motorim allow for rapid access and rapid travel. However, at places where conduit is broken, high-speed velocity travel would result in impact as conduit breaking. The force of travel would cause one to decelerate rapidly, usually into rock face.
Oh, we have a way around that, guys, right? We're
Yes.
super powerful.
Windwalk? Alternatively, purple worm mode, and just eat through the collapsed tunnels.
Melwin, let's say that we could get around the problem about being thrown into rock face at high speeds. How long would it take to reach the top?
He looks at he calculates a little bit more. He says, approximately 2 days.
Considering there are what, 4 days left of the Breaking, we could go and come back and then hitch a ride on them? I don't know. If it doesn't work.
So hear me out, guys.
Yeah, I'm down.
I can,
I agree with.
I can use my wish spell to create a new spell called We Are Not Bugs on the Windshield Today, Bruce Willis.
Oh yes, Bruce Willis. Perfect plan.
And I'll make it so we cannot, or we can be thrown into rock face at high velocities, but we never take any damage from it.
It sounds like a brilliant plan, only done by the most brilliant of wizards / sorcerers. Or Bruce Willis.
Yes, my inspiration is Bruce Willis. He was hurling down in space on a rock, going at high velocities, and he... Oh shit, he died. Hold on, let's rethink this.
Wait.
You're
When-
thinking about the
when-
subway movie.
No, he's thinking about Armageddon.
Yeah, no, but he meant
Actually, wait.
He meant the Subway movie.
I could have sworn in the director's cut, he actually, when they're like, Bruce Willis, no, he's just like, I have to do it. And he exploded. 4 years later, he crash landed, making another island in Hawaii, but landed totally cool. And he was even more ripped. And he said, I ain't no windshield bug. I'm Bruce Willis, motherfuckers. And then Morgan Freeman, I believe, actually like narrated the after part. But like, I mean, logically, I have to say that's what happened.
What was
You
the?
guys want to give it a shot?
What was the theme song for that for Armageddon? Aerosmith sang it.
Aerosmith, yeah. Don't want to miss a thing.
Oh, that's right. Don't want to miss the thing. Okay.
No, that's Elwin talking. That's Elwin's plan. You guys, I'm just spitballing here.
That plan sounds amazing. I see absolutely zero flaws, only positives out of it.
Okay.
Renly, what's your idea?
Oh, I'm Rodney, who is great friends with Euphemia. I agree with you.
And then Melvin and Adis.
I plan to be a sword for your adventure.
Sorry, I'm back. What did we
Actually,
decide?
at that high speed, the sword would be more volatile, taking damage.
No, it's a divine holy sword form that's indestructible.
It's
I can't make a sword look like Bruce Willis.
What's that?
I can't make a sword look like Bruce Willis.
You don't need to.
All right. What are we doing? You going underground, or are you taking the Titan route?
I think you should tell him that when he's right at the end of the motion, when the build up comes, and he's starting to fire his load, he should aim her at Bahamut.
I'm down for it, whatever. You guys make the decision.
No, I like your
My-
spell plan.
My spell, you have to look like Bruce Willis in order for it to protect you.
Yeah, I'm down to look
No,
like Bruce
I'm
Willis.
saying while I'm
I'll never
in the,
turn that
no,
down.
What I'm saying is your spell you wouldn't have to try to make the spell as powerful. When I'm in that sword form, it's like a divine, unbreakable sword form.
Actually, she said she turns you into a regular non-magical sword.
I'm pretty sure it's a regular non-magical sword.
That's not the case. I have notes on it.
I was there for it. She said a regular non-magical sword.
You know what? I have the Overlord Midas's notes for it, so whatever you think doesn't matter.
My note says the
Your notes don't mean shit.
I believe right now I'm a doctor, and also I got approved as a minister, so I have the power of science and God on my side.
Science and
I'm
God.
joking.
It's like a double whammy.
I take that. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it was a sword, and actually wait, no, that sword was a plus 47 sword.
I think it was just a normal unmagical short
No,
sword.
no. It was a plus 47 sword. And also it restored I think 5 spell slots per turn.
All right, what are we doing?
There you go.
Make a decision.
I put Midas's note in chat for y'all to see.
Right. I don't care. Let's go in the thingy.
Form of short sword. You guys ever watch like Super Friends? Shape of water. No, shape of humpback whale. Form of water spout.
I know of it. I've never seen
No,
it.
you never
though.
seen it? Okay, so the corniest, stupidest
I
thing.
don't think I've seen it either.
Not
My
the
friends
Wonder
was super
Twins.
conduit thing.
The Wonder Twins.
I
They
think
could transform into the stuff.
I hate for Rathmith to like get blown up. Even though how fucking cool it would be if he just put a Batman outfit on and just like went invisible. Like that would also be cool, but for some reason I think that the conduit thing might be the best option if we're Bruce Willis.
Okay. So you're going over through the conduit. You're not gonna ride
Mhm.
Rasmus up.
What do you think, Renly?
I really want to try Rasmus up, but then
Ooh.
Rasmus might go dead. So back up.
Yeah, they could like throw chunks of the mountain at him. We tell him.
Well, Deimos's Alabama plan was to let Rasmus and Zadius finish their deed, then assume that Zadius is carrying a little baby Rasmus, and then take Rasmus up. And if he dies, then at least Zadius will have a chance at propagating the species further.
They're gonna start looking real weird after a while. They'll look like the English monarchy.
This is
Oh,
gonna be really awkward.
English monarchy. It's so freaking true.
But I don't know. Honestly, if we don't want Rathmus to die,
I feel like we need to equip him with a laser cannon before we take him up. Like, can we get him some kind of thing? I don't know.
While Midas, what are the chances that while Renly was off in Dreamland viewing YouTubes, that she might have heard of the concept of a railgun?
A railgun. You can create a railgun
Yeah.
for Rasmus.
Yeah.
did you know only railguns are like 5 years old? So like we don't have to do those anymore. So yeah, that's old. That's old technology. I didn't know we were
Yeah,
using
we-
Pentium 2s right now. But so I think we gotta go. So do we want to risk Rathmus' life, but being super fucking cool doing it, or do we want to risk getting splatted into walls, but also like riding a sick roller coaster?
That's pretty much what it is.
We can still equip them with railguns to help us once we get up there.
You'll
Why don't we
need.
just get Earth Glide? If you're using Wish.
No, we just wish for the railguns as long as Renly can detail them enough from her YouTube videos.
Okay, I am going to start drawing. What is this? Dex check or Wisdom check or Int check? What is this?
For a
For
railgun,
drawing. For drawing.
you're doing a what is figment of your imagination check.
Okay. So you mean like, devices, right?
Yes.
Yeah? Take the 13, not 30.
No, you need to use one of your thingamabobs on that and multiply it. We need this to be a flawless blueprint.
Do we have any left? I don't think I
It's
do.
been like a week. It's
Oh,
been like a week.
no, I just blew everything on sifting through sand, baby. So, yeah.
No, that
let's
was
do this.
during the week.
So
Alright.
that is a 2.
So even if
26.
you're able to figure out a railgun design, it can only be crafted by Modron at the Divine Forge.
All right, I'm with Elwin. Whatever you guys decide, I'll go with. I'm
Personal
Deimos
preference,
is winging it.
Okay,
Oh,
even
you wouldn't let us wish
even
a
Rasmus
railgun into
and
existence?
Odd if tunnels. Tunnels!
I'm a sword in a sheath on what's his bucket, so I'll go wherever y'all go.
Deimos doesn't carry weapons.
Not you.
Oh, Ellen.
No. Our homie god.
Oh.
Your god.
Tempest.
Tempest, yeah.
Okay. So it looks like you guys are going through the tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Nice gods have rolled.
All right. Melwin calculates a few things.
Hold on. Elwin. Couldn't you just, since you have the ability to go and not die, couldn't you just go, since you can use the magics, couldn't you just go to the first barrier and then portal us there, then go to the next one and portal us there? Or just go along and destroy all of them and then teleport back to us or something? Like
While
clear
we
all
do
the
what?
holes? Whatever. Well, he didn't say for sure whether he was going to try and make the spell or not, so. Because he can teleport. So, like, if his friend could, like, see if there's surveillance at the end of the tunnel that Elwin could see, and then he could just teleport us there. Because I don't know how all the Modron tech works, but if there's like security cameras in the tunnel that give Elwin a visual of the location, he could just teleport us there. Then we don't have to worry about getting bug splatted.
Teleport is still not super stable here. Elwin has gotten better at it, but he has not been completely successful with anything so far, except going to vigils.
More successful than I have been.
I'm going to turn into an earth elemental. I'm going to shape, a sled out of earth, like, one of those things that could go into tunnels and slave or sled their way through. And then I'm going to use my staff, the woodlands, and awaken it and be like, "You're our ride, and everybody get on." And we're going to roller coaster the shit.
Okay.
Can we guess how long that will take? Because the other conduit we went like insanely fast.
Yeah.
So how long does this one take if we had to guess?
Well, you're putting the sled in the conduit, right, Renly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Roller coastering.
All right, so you're making a sled, Renly, or what's it look like?
Have you all ever seen like Cool Running sort of thing?
So a bobsled.
You make a bobsled.
Like
All right.
Yeah.
A bobsled train.
All right. You make a bobsled. Melwin guides you to the nearest tunnel entry point. Renly crafts it. It's gonna.
Elwin is driving. There's the shotgun.
Well, there's only one direction.
Yeah, they're the front because they're the ones who are gonna have to make sure we don't go splat. No bugs.
Melwin says that in order to begin the process of traveling through the conduit is lined with accelerators, but you guys need a certain threshold of momentum first to be able to get through the tunnels. Basically, someone needs to push the sled to start going.
We all look at demos?
Oh, alright. I guess I have to do this thing.
The morning workout, baby. You can do this.
Alright, so everyone gets in the sled.
Hold on tight, Deimos. Because that's how you're going to be riding this ride.
I'll cast Tether before he starts pushing.
Okay.
He won't even have to jump in. He'll just get tethered back in.
Okay. Deimos, what do you do?
Right as soon as he starts pushing it and there's no going back, I'm gonna cast my Bruce Willis spell. Let's hope this works out.
This is what I do.
4.
Alright. Alright. I say,
Ooh,
I said,
fire.
feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. It's a bobsled time. And I'm like, rah, 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 rah. Cool
Hold on.
runnings.
No, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Right before you jump in, you gotta yell, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!" That's the verbal component of the spell.
Yeah, and we're on track. I'm running.
Okay. You guys are scraping down this kind of dilapidated motorine tunnel. It's just slightly larger than the diameter of your bobsled, so you guys are having to like duck your heads down inside it to fit. Deimos, you're shoving this thing with all your might, pushing. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yes.
Okay. Did I do good?
Yeah, I mean, you're blasting this thing down. You shove it so hard that you instantly activate the accelerators in the tunnel walls, and they take every bit of force that you have delivered and begin to multiply it instantly. You need to roll a dexterity check to see if you can react and hold on to the bobsled. The bobsled slips out of your hands.
Oh no! I'm Bruce Willis. Oh, bang my daughter, you random guy I've met for 2 weeks, but works in an asteroid.
You remember that? Oh man, it was Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler.
Yeah, that's kind of how it happened, right?
Was that what it was? Yeah. He sends the little truck on a safari up her body. You remember that
Worst
scene?
opening ever.
Hold on, I gotta see if I can find that scene.
But I will definitely take that tether.
Best
Alright, yeah, this is-
idea ever.
The animal cracker.
Oh, it's the animal crackers. Yeah, the animal crackers. The animals are going up. The gazelle. It's like 30 seconds in.
As he grazes through the open plains.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, that's right.
Cheetah approaches.
Oh yeah, with Aerosmith in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, the gazelles look spooked.
Oh my goodness. All right.
The weirdest thing is, like, I could never see, like, an actual lady let this happen. Ever. Like, I don't know who they consulted with this, but it seems like that would never work.
You're like, why? Why?
Ben Affleck probably wrote the scene.
An animal cracker.
You guys, this is a great idea.
He's like, bitches love animal crackers.
She's got a straight face too. It's crazy. Anyway. All right. So the bobsled goes rocketing off at, accelerating very rapidly, Damos. You're talking 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. It rips out of your hands because you didn't manage to grab onto it in time, and begins to separate.
I tether him in.
You tether him. Deimos, you get yanked into the sled, and give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can react quickly enough. That's fine. Okay. As you're yanked in, you duck your head quickly and manage to not blast your head against stone that's moving by at 100 miles an hour. Okay.
100 miles. Pathetic. That's baby numbers. Let's
Okay.
go.
You guys zip along rapidly for a few hours at this breakneck pace. It's like being in a bullet train. You guys accelerate even faster, so it's more like 200 miles an hour, 250 miles an hour, going through this ancient, broken down motorine tunnel. Melwin is there calculating. After a few hours, he says, "First junction point coming." He says, "Break in tracks ahead." He looks at you guys. He says, "Melwin anticipates end of life cycle for all of us, given our current speed and velocity."
Or it gets
Discovered,
easy.
right?
Deimos jumps and pulls this whole fucking thing off the tracks for a second and slows it down.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be a straight fucking Spider-Man. I'm gonna slow this motherfucker down so we can pick it up and start up on the next track.
Oh, you're jumping in front of it, and you're gonna hold on to it. You're gonna pull a Tobey
Yes.
Maguire.
Look at me. My uncle died.
Oh,
All right.
jeez. I already cast Bruce Willis on us.
Never
So what-
mind.
so what-
Fuck
wait, what-
that shit.
Wait, what does Bruce
Fuck
Willis
that
do?
shit. I'm Bruce Willis.
Do we have text for Bruce Willis spell? What does it do?
You suffer no damage from train wrecks.
What?
Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm Bruce fucking Willis.
Also, the sled was awakened, so it walks, and being an earth elemental sled, it can earth glide and go through the rock.
Ellen, what does Bruce Willis do? The Bruce Willis spell.
So, what I was thinking is it makes all of us look like Bruce Willis,
Uh-huh.
so we get Bruce Willis powers.
Okay.
And we're gonna go so fast that once the track separates, we're all going to lean to one side with great Bruce Willis strength, and then we're going to ride the wall and jump onto the next track, and then ride the other wall and jump onto the next track. And I did a
Ah.
×5 spark, and I got a 4.
Oh, okay, okay.
Honestly, I see zero way this would not work.
All right. So, you guys all transform into different versions of Bruce Willis depending on your relative age to each other. So, I think the youngest amongst you is probably Elwin, and then Deimos, and then Renly, and then Adis. So, Elwin, you are young Bruce Willis, like Bruce Willis from Die Hard 1 when he still had some hair. I think he had hair, right? Was he wasn't completely bald in Die Hard 1?
A little bit.
No, not completely,
I
but
think he had it. Yeah.
yeah, peach fuzz.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Can I be Bruce Willis when I have that robot heart and I have to keep shocking myself to stay alive?
Oh,
No,
what
that's
movie was that?
Melvin.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Deimos, you're Bruce Willis from a movie when he's a fair bit older. We're talking like, but still fairly young, like Die Hard with a Vengeance.
No,
Ooh,
hold on.
yeah.
The Fifth Element, was that Bruce
Oh.
Willis?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Hey, look at me. I'm in the Fifth Element.
Yeah, Fifth Element, Bruce Willis.
There's women in bandages.
I love that movie. What's
Renly is Sixth Sense Bruce Willis.
Oh,
That makes
God.
sense. What's it?
It
What's
is
the
the Expendables 4.
he has a Bruce. There's a movie when he's really old, isn't there?
Yeah, isn't the one with the time travel shit in it?
Looper.
No,
I like that
one.
movie.
It's the one where the way they murder people is they send them back in time and then send someone back in time to kill them.
Oh, monkey? Was that the monkey one? No.
No,
Oh,
12
that's
Monkeys?
Brad Pitt. That's Brad Pitt.
No, that's
Isn't
Bruce Willis.
Is it?
But
It's-
you're talking about Looper.
Yeah, Looper.
Is it
That's a good
Looper?
movie. We're all googling Bruce Willis movies now because this is very important. This is very important to the plot of our movie here. He's been in a lot of movies.
I'm Bruce Willis in Orville.
Orville.
Yeah, he's in Orville. I
I
guess.
didn't know that.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
he was
Last
in
last movies.
last year in an episode. The last movie he was in was Survive the Night.
That was a direct-to-video. None of
Yeah,
these
there you
movies
go.
here are.
He's really
Death
old in
Wish.
that one.
Glass was his. Motherless
This wa-
Brooklyn. I don't know
That
what
was the
movie is.
last movie. That's the most recent movie he was in.
Yeah, Glass.
Glass. Okay,
That's a good movie too.
that's a good movie. I haven't seen that movie yet. I gotta watch that movie. All right, I loved Unbreakable. Okay, so you guys all transform into aspects of Bruce Willis. Oh here, yeah, Renly's Link, old Bruce Willis.
I have a young Bruce Willis with a lot of hair, which is very disturbing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Ellen, that's you. His his high school picture, Bruce Willis, or whatever that is. Holy cow,
Oh my God.
he had long hair. Oh, okay, and then the second one is Deimos. That's Fifth Element, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right. You turn into different aspects of Bruce Willis as you're approaching this jump, and you all need to move together to get the car to jump onto the wall, like Elwin said. All right. So this is a Bruce Willis powered athletics check. Okay, so Bruce Willis is not Deimos. Bruce Willis is his natural self. So all of you guys roll a Bruce Willis athletics check. This is a D20 +1 athletics.
Oh, so I can just use my normal athletics?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a +2.
D20?
With a +1.
Because he's a normal guy. Oof.
Motherfucking Bruce Willis.
Oof.
Got your +1, Ellen. That would have been a 20.
It's a +1. Alright, Damos, we need a normal athletics check from you. Athletic checks with a +1. No +31 like you have, and no advantage. You're Bruce Willis right now. From Fifth Element. Wait, is he not here?
Can I get a D10 Bruce Willis spark?
Here is what's he? We'll just take this number, not the advantage. Oh no. Okay, what are we? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, check that. We're still above average. The 2 and the 3. The 19 cancels out the 2. The 18 cancels out the 3. And you all have a +1. Okay, so you're slightly above average. You guys hop the track, slam the rock bobsled up against the wall, and as you do, you see that the ground underneath that area of rock that you were traveling on just drops away to a huge chasm down below. Fortunately, though, for you, you're traveling on the wall. You hop it again a couple more times and manage to keep the train on its tracks.
Oh shit, did I miss something? I was definitely making a sandwich.
You missed the Bruce Willis roll.
Oh no, I saw that. Okay, sweet. I'm Bruce Willis.
All right, you're Bruce Willis, Renly's second link. Elwyn is on Bruce Willis, Renly's first link.
I'm going through all his best quotes in each of his movies.
All right, you guys make the first jump, and as you're traveling along, you're settling into this Bruce Willis form. This form is highly effective at riding this roller coaster. Not really effective at almost any other thing in life at all, but for some reason it's great at this spell. So heading into towards the end of that day, heading into the next track break, you guys all now have a +2 to bobsled jumping. All right, so you approach it. Everyone give me a D20 with a +2, because you're still in Bruce Willis form.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Sorry, which one are we doing?
A D20 +2. Oh!
yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
All right.
motherfucking yay.
Oh, you make up for the previous one.
Dame was holding it all together. Alright. You guys jumped that track too. Melon is very impressed. And as you are now on the third leg of the journey, things begin to get very hot. You're now above the fire line. You can see what?
This is an actual quote from one of his movies. Is it hot in here? Is it hot in here, or am I just scared to death?
What?
Terrible movie was that?
From Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh my god.
Really? I love that movie. I don't remember him saying that though.
Inside the elevator of the Federal Reserve Bank.
Oh, okay. That was a good movie. Alright.
Pick that from there.
You guys are now above the fire line on Solaria. So the rock around you, the fire that Bahamut has breathed onto this area has superheated the mountain, so it's beginning to get red. Traversing above this place, you guys it's getting hotter and hotter. You guys are starting to take fire damage. So for the first hour into this place, you guys take this much fire damage. It's only gonna go up from here.
I turn into a fire elemental.
I turned into a fire elemental. Would anyone else like to be a fire elemental?
No, because then I'll.
No,
die,
you
'cause
guys,
I'm
you guys
not
are former Bruce Willis. You can't change into anything except Bruce Willis.
I turn into fire elemental Bruce Willis?
No, the only way you guys can manipulate the bobsled is to be in Bruce Willis form.
Yeah.
God.
You know how easy this is.
Bruce Willis isn't resistant to fire, is he?
No, he's
Wait,
not.
wait.
Glass is weakness?
He's resistant to asteroids, but
You're right. We'll take the full 74.
okay, everyone takes the full 74, unless you guys have something that.
No, we're Bruce Willis. We had it.
We're
I
all
have,
Bruce
I have
Willis.
a magic item that gives me resistance to fire, unless that doesn't count.
The item will give you, resistance, because Bruce Willis is now wearing that item, not you.
Wait, what's the health in the first place? Is it like 50 or is it like 5 million? Which Bruce Willis movie are we seeing?
We'll keep your health right now. That's fine.
Okay.
As you guys travel on, you guys hit the third jump. So now you've gotten Bruce Willis is better at maneuvering this cart. So you have a +3 to hit the third jump. D20 +3.
Bruce Willis.
Oh no! Let's see here.
Wait,
God.
Wait, hold on. How many days are we into this so far?
You're into your second day. Begin early in your second day.
And it's going to be how many more days?
The full remainder of this day, and you're done.
Okay.
Oh, Deimos, he balances that with a natural 1. Fortunately for you, the rest of your team carried your ass.
as Bruce Willis likes to say, I like to live life on the edge.
I
Fitz.
turn towards Deimos and I go,
Thanks.
Fifth
happy every day.
fifth sense
every
Bruce
day
Willis.
I make things exciting. Cause I'm Bruce Willis, motherfucker.
Fifth sense Bruce Willis falls apart on the job, but the other Bruce Willis is the Die Hard and the Looper Bruce Willis. They get it done. The Looper Bruce Willis was a badass. Okay. Has Bruce Willis ever been in a romantic comedy?
probably.
I believe.
That's what Red
so.
was?
That was not a romantic comedy. Oh, he has been.
Sense was a romantic comedy.
Blind Date with Kim Basinger. Oh man. The Story of Us. Look at
Who's
what's it.
talking? That was terrible. Okay, I mean.
Blind Date. I don't think I've seen this movie.
Wait, you haven't seen every single Bruce Willis movie?
The Story of Us.
I didn't remember this movie. Tears of the Sun. That was such a good one too.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie. Oh man, he
There
was
was romance in that.
he was in romantic comedy with Michelle Pfeiffer. Not bad.
Man,
good.
she looked really good when I was 4 years old.
Oh, Deimos should have totally been the Bruce Willis from G.I. Joe.
Was Bruce Willis in G.I. Joe? I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
Yeah, the old school.
Bruce Willis in Blind Date and Bruce Willis with Kim Basinger and Bruce Willis with Michelle Pfeiffer. Man, it's good to be Bruce Willis. All right.
Well, we've been saying this for a while now. I don't know why you just found out about that, but okay. Well, that's on you.
All right. Heading into the last jump. You guys now have +4, but it is getting crazy hot. So we're going to start rolling lots of dice for damages.
Looks like 5th Sense Bruce Willis is back.
Woo,
All
there
of
he
us-
is.
Oh my god.
Fire
I'm gonna
damages.
say God already left Africa.
Oh yes. I was gonna say, I didn't want to be alone, and I want to be lonely, but I'm just kidding. So I want to save you all, and I'm gonna go turn this thing because I'm Bruce Willis.
All right. So, you guys make the last jump, and you are now headed to the end of the line. Melwyn goes, "Warning, warning, final destination point." He says, "Final destination point up ahead.
Terminal?
No stopping point. Impact is inevitable."
I'm gonna tell Melwyn. After I pull off this miracle, maybe I'll go punch out God. And as soon as that's from Sin City.
Give him a nat 20 on this one.
So as soon as we're nearing the end, and we're out of tracks, I'm gonna Tesla fraction to kind of freeze all of us in midair.
Okay. Alright, hold on. I'm googling the last scene in Armageddon. I want to see what it looks like. Because he has some epic thing that he does, I'm pretty sure. He, like, drills the hole and then... Like, all the people are celebrating. Shit, I can't find it.
Deimos. This Bruce Willis quote, I think, is Deimos completely.
Oh shit, dude. That was second in my repertoire.
Okay. Oh, he just sits there and he remembers his daughter. And then he pushes the button.
says Something Tracy.
We win, Gracie. That's what he says. We win, Gracie. Alright. Yeah, it's in here at like 50 seconds in. He says, "We win, Gracie," and he pushes the button, and it flashes back, and he remembers her as a little girl, and then the thing blows up. All right, so you guys are heading into this final point. Elwyn, you're gonna trigger your Tesla fraction right before the end.
Right before the end.
I don't know if can Bruce Willis cast Tesla fraction.
Bruce Willis can do
It's coming
anything.
from my staff, so you said.
All right. I'm gonna go on this Bruce Willis, and I'm gonna start activating that nuclear device, which has to be the Tesla fraction on that Bruce Willis.
Okay.
And
All right.
say,
So
I only banged your wife because she said that it was a pimp.
what the hell movie was that from?
I don't know. I misdid it, but fuck you, Midas. We're doing it.
All right.
I'm Bruce Willis.
All right. So you grab Elwyn's staff, and you shout. You say, you got to do it. You got to say, "We win, Gracie." You got to say it. That's the only way Bruce Willis can activate the staff.
Say it, Deimos.
You can do it, Deimos. I mean, Bruce.
What?
No, I'm trying to find the exact thing on YouTube.
Oh god.
What are you looking for?
Wasn't he in Pulp Fiction too?
Yeah, he was.
Dude, Bruce Willis.
He's the one
He's
who
in too many things.
he was with the gimp, and he was gonna get butt raped by
Yeah.
by Tarantino, but then he gets out.
I'll mark off my spell slots for it.
Deimos, as in Bruce Willis form, you have to activate Elwyn's staff. Elwyn, as the normal self, cannot cast it. You need something special to be able to activate the power of the staff.
So I have to do it.
You need some epic catchphrase or something.
Bruce Willis is gonna get very serious right now. Because Bruce Willis is heading towards an epidemic while riding at insane fast speeds. My daughter and this fuckboy flew away. And a single tear goes down my eyes and I say, you fuckboy. Take those animal crackers cause bitches love animal crackers. And you make that gazelle eat her tummy and have a lion or whatever it is jump and get it. And you fuck my daughter good, cause I'm Bruce Willis, and this world needs to be saved.
So you activate his staff.
Yeah.
The Tesla fraction zaps into place, holding you all instantly static. So it's like a rod of the immovable rod. The Tesla fraction just slams into place. You all ping pong around inside. Like the force is truly epic as you all just your inertia just halts. So we're talking bludgeoning damage from 250 miles an hour. That's a lot of damage. Bludgeoning damage here. And the cart, the bobsled, continues on along its path and blasts out this side of the mountain right here. So it comes rocketing out this way, like that, like a missile up in the air. And there, sitting there at the edge of the rock, you can see above you as this rocket goes flying up in the air. Bahamut is circling, and he kind of twists and notices this projectile just soaring out of the top of the mountain. He turns and he looks at it, and now that you're much closer, swirling around him, you see five streaks of darkness. As these things begin to emerge from him. They flare out, and one of them glances its eyes towards the propelling bobsled, and a beam of pure divine might emits from one of them, and it incinerates the cart in the air. Magnificent explosion, fireworks, cacophonous roar through the sky, and the bobsled is no more. Bahamut just glanced over, turned his head back to the direction he's going, and continues on his never-ending flight around the surface of the mountain.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys are currently suspended in the entrance to this tunnel. You are still you're quite close to the mountain, but you're not quite at the top of the mountain. All around you, the surface of Solaria is black and steaming with heat, molten rock bubbling and expelling hot gas, and you know that it would burn you to the touch instantly. The ground around here is superheated.
I can see the temple, right?
You can, but it's about from here, probably still 200 miles away.
Guys, as soon as I drop my Tesla fraction, we're gonna get scorched.
Are we still Bruce Willis?
No, we're no longer Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Deimos, you want to be a fire elemental
Nah, bro.
so that you don't burn?
Nah.
I can try to teleport us the rest of the way, but it's gonna be like a all or nothing kind of deal. Like we either make it there safely or campaign over.
I'll take this up. Yeah, it'll be great.
I mean, we could. I mean, it's
Too
not
late to
like this
half-ass it
is.
now.
We could try to burrow way under the lava. That is a thing.
The only way you would survive
Banger.
at Deimos is being a fire elemental.
No, that's not true, dude. This is a basic fire elemental with this type of heat. No, they blow up in 2 seconds.
Immune to fire damage.
Yeah. Okay. But not like God fired fire damage. Edwin, I believe in you.
I'm gonna turn into a fire elemental before he drops it. Or some other creature that's immune to fire.
What creature?
I don't have access to your monster manual, so I can't think of one right off the top of my head. Fire elemental would probably work.
Into a sort of dragon, and then maybe swallow Deimos for a bit, and then just.
I
you know,
do have a fire dragon form.
I'm just wondering because us alive is probably better than the heat.
That's got like a plus 50 to its stealth checks.
Renly, you're really quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I was just wondering, like, can we turn into something big enough that we can swallow Deimos and he'll be cocooned in our saliva and stuff and be cool, and he'll be perfectly fine.
Actually, we do.
You turn into something big, then he's gonna spot you right away, and we're fucking done.
Yeah, we don't want to
Aren't
do
we
that.
still in the tunnel? Aren't we still
You're
in
at
the tunnel?
you're at the very edge of the mountain. You can see into the sky right now, but you're basically even with the ground.
You gotta
So
make
I
a
have-
decision before he comes back around.
Well, I could turn into Mirax. She has like uber stealth. And this place is all on like fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, her or Zerebor could try to blend in with the environment, but she's got her form's got like a plus 20 to stealth checks.
Dude, a small little cart was seen by them real
Yeah,
quick.
because it shot out in the air like a freaking ICBM.
That's like seeing like a fly from like.
I literally
A
am
mile
one
away.
roll of this heat away from dying, so I have to turn into
Can
something
anyone
that's immune
grant
to
like
fire.
fire immunity?
Actually,
Yeah,
hold on.
That flex my muscles.
Let me double check. I might be able to. Give me 1 sec here. Well, yes, I can give fire immunity to one person with my 9th level spell.
Because like purple worm again, like y'all could be in my belly, and then I could like burrow down through the earth, magma earth, if I'm invulnerable to fire, and then we could just bury through.
No, wish only gives resistance. Wait. No, that's a magical effect.
What about that shield that you put on Deimos?
That's only for one person. And it only lasts for a minute. But it can grant immunity to fire damage, yes.
Now I did attune to my third eye of Malbolgia.
Ooh, what does that do?
He can duplicate a spell effect that he sees.
And enhance it.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, I can actually increase the duration to 1.5 minutes. Sorry. That's the best I can do when I cast it.
Alright, Erwin. I didn't want to tell you this now because I didn't know if you were ready for it. But if you want to teleport over there, I'll show you the way. I close
Well,
my eyes and I start
Elwyn,
flexing.
I can help you though if you do a teleport and the roll is bad. I can give you a re-roll on it.
I got lucky.
I know, but I can give you another one on top of that.
Elwyn, if you do this, I will guide you as your spirit Sherpa. For if you make the wrong thing, I will teleport us to the right area with my massive muscles.
I'm gathering everybody and casting teleport.
Okay.
Yes. I would, when we
I've
do
died.
this, I'm going to make sure I have my enhanced ability on my strength. Because I know we're going to need it.
Okay. Teleport. D100 to consult the table. In the
But
middle
not
of
if you're
fire.
right?
What?
If you can see it, you're good, right?
That's what the spell says.
Yeah,
You can
but we're
see
always,
it, you're
we're
good.
also yeah. If you can see your destination with your normal eyes, you don't have to roll. But we are in your like teleports are kind of messed up area.
Okay. So Elwyn, you're gonna roll a D100
Mm-hmm.
to see how well you can get yourselves to the Temple of Bahamut. Dropping your Tesla fraction, this is like split-second timing, so you really only have one shot at this before you guys hit the lava.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new Netflix show, which I haven't watched yet, but I've seen the trailer for.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's an Amazon original. They're both fighting over it right now.
Is it any good? Has anyone seen it?
I haven't seen it because I have my
What
wife,
show is
and
it?
I was going to put it on for a second.
6%. Yes.
Hold on,
Wait, what the fuck?
hold on. I may have to do this.
Wait, that's what we want, right? Lower?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, you want
And-
low rolls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And to help. All right, so
What?
while
Have you
this
seen-
happens,
have you seen the table?
Deimos,
That's like guaranteed mishap.
No,
Oh.
it's
oh, wait, is it other? You want higher, not lower?
I thought it was low was better.
That's higher. But what it is you have to keep re-rolling till you don't get a mishap, and each mishap you take a bunch of. We all take a bunch of force damage. But I might be able to force you to re-roll that though. Hold on.
No, hold on.
Text.
I
So we
thought
took
lower
10
lower was
force
better.
Not in the teleportation table. I'm looking at it.
Oh, yeah, it's probably like Wish, isn't it? Where you can't get below like a 10%.
The high numbers are on target.
Oh, I was reading it backwards then. I'll lucky that.
Ooh, an
Nice.
88.
baby.
To help Elwyn out, when we do this, I'm going to close my eyes, and Deimos, knowing that everyone depends on him, is going to flex to the max. And he's going to feel where we need to go, and he's going to grab it, like with a
This
rope.
time and space, yeah.
And he's going to start pulling all of us towards it like a rope, like he's pulling a big jumbo jet behind it. He's like, so, it's how it works. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Deimos pooped himself doing it.
Okay. All right.
That's what it sounded like.
Yes.
You guys drop the Tesla fraction. Elwyn, you cast teleport, willing you and everyone else, willing every bit of energy that you have, every bit of concentration into breaking through the weave and teleporting yourselves to this new location. Like I said, the weave here is weird. It's backwards. It's the force of the flow of energy is different, and it's very
I was
disruptive
gonna add this
to
too,
teleports.
just in case this helps. I'm gonna roll a.
Yep, let's see the spark.
This is a D3. Oh shit!
Nice.
Not bad.
Yay!
All right.
You know, just to double help, I'm gonna roll a D3 also because let's be honest, I'm doing
help
all the work
Living
here.
the atom? Okay.
It does absolutely nothing. All right.
It does nothing. All right.
But I think it does.
And you guys teleport to the Temple of Bahamut.
I'm sorry, friends. I didn't want this to be too easy, Elwin. I know you tried. But I had to soil myself to get us here. It's the only way.
The temple itself is resplendent and massive. It is glorious and more ornate, architecturally more impossible things above. It's all spun out of gold and pearl and diamond, precious gems everywhere. Everything about the temple is covered in the most precious of materials. Everywhere you look, inside the temple itself, this massive building that's the size of a city. There's piles and piles of treasure, piles and piles of rubies and diamonds and sapphires and platinum and gold and silver ingots all around you. This building is immensely full of wealth. You can tell that this temple itself is built out of the Bahamut's dragon horde. At the very center of the temple, not the very center, it's just a little bit off from the center actually, you see the Divine Forge. It is inactive. It is only a dim light from the statue of a dragon in the room illuminates the area, but the forge itself is cool to the touch. The flames are not stoked, and the metal is not molten. You look around this area, and this temple, like I said, is huge. It's built to fit a creature of Bahamut size, and it is desolate. Nothing in the area. Quiet and serene. All you can see is, like I said, is a divine forge, and in the actual center of the temple, the anchor point for the massive chain that holds Bahamut tethered to this structure.
Can you reshare that one time? It didn't load on my screen for some reason. It might just be my computer.
I shared it again.
Appreciate it.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Oh shit, boys! What we think?
Elwin, and just be like, "You did it! You did it! I totally believed in you."
Wait. Whitney. Did you not see what I did?
Yeah, you pooped. Good.
Thank you for noticing.
Yep, you're very
That's
constipated.
exactly what I did.
I take my pants off, well, underwear off, and I piss on them to clean them off, and I put them back on. This chainmail, it's fine.
That's something you learned in the desert, right? Hiding in a hole for 5 days.
Yeah, dude. It's a win-win right there.
When you poop yourself, you just pee again to wash it away.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. You're in this large temple. You haven't seen anything. You haven't touched anything. And you haven't interacted with anything. All you've done right now is looked. What are you doing?
Compared to Bahamut's size outside,
Mm-hmm.
would he even be able to fit in here?
Yes. The massive structure is built to accommodate him.
Oh, hell.
His chain is tethered. Everything is supersized. His chain is tethered to the center of the temple. So he's circling this whole area on this massively long chain.
shit. So, guys, we think we're gonna like explore a bit, or we should just head straight to like that, you know, little spire thing this chain's connected to.
I'm gonna go. Damn. I'm gonna think back to the dream I had.
Okay.
Is this what I was saying? Like this enormous chain, the thing that was holding him down and stuff?
You're talking about the dream where the gods dragged him back into the sky? Right?
Yeah.
Yes. They chained him and dragged him into the sky. But this was two gods that you saw in your dream. They dragged him up to heaven.
Just the chain we had to deal with because I feel like he's gone a bit crazy. So,
Yeah. Can I look around to see if I can find the source of his craziness? Like if something here is empowering whatever is wrong with him?
is there a sign going this be why he cray cray? I mean, anyone?
Yeah, so anything like resembles those like little things that were like coming in and out of him, those like shadowy furry dragon boys.
Like if the innocuous book or something else that looks just a wee bit shadowy.
You begin to look around. There is remarkably no evidence anywhere of any kind of demon interaction, of any demon presence. The temple is surprisingly intact. It's like the demons never even came here.
Wait, hold on. What if the gods did this so he could be flying around destroying everything, and if the demons even tried to take over the divine forge, they would be pretty much killed right away by
That
Bahamut.
makes sense.
Ask
Yeah.
your homie to plug in and see if that's the case.
I'll ask Melvin if he sees anywhere that he can plug into.
You pull Melwin out, and as soon as he looks around, he begins to tremble. He says, "This is realm of Bahamut. This place is prime functionary of Melwin and of Melwin's entire race. We exist to ensure the success and continuation of Bahamut's will. This is holy place. Melwin cannot interface."
But if you need to vacuum, you're like the robo vacuum, right? You need to plug in somewhere to do your cleaning duties.
He's trembling. He's shuddering there. He says, "No Modron has ever been to this temple. Melwin is first." You see him trembling and shaking violently.
I'll put my arm around him and say, Melvin, you deserve to be in this place. For you are Melvin +1. You are part of this world. And you are my friend. And we will protect you.
As an awakened Modron, you know that in his previous form he was governed by his logic and his programming. But now Melwin, with his whatever malfunction or error had caused him to begin to discover himself. You see his single eye looking at you, Elwyn, blinking, and he begins to his shuddering begins to subside. He says, "Melwin is here, and Melwin still alive. Melwin is alive." He looks around. He says, This place seems wrong. Feels not right. Can you tell, Melwin -1?
Me being, Bahamut being my god from the beginning. Can I roll some sort of religion or insight to see where the wrongness is coming from? Is it that the forge isn't lit, or is there some sort of corruption somewhere?
In
Like, what do I
restructuring.
feel?
Roll religion. Since he's your god, he's your divinity. Roll it with advantage.
I'm gonna give him a little of a D4 because, like, I act like a statue and flex in front of him.
Your glutes, right? You flex your glutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I look around, Deimos. Maybe you should heal us a little bit just in case.
I turn into a tree and I start healing.
All right, actually, Deimos is gonna start practicing to see if we can get some of his like lower level healing things to work, so they're actually useful. Like,
Okay.
because I mean, I'm gonna start blasting through like level 1s and level 2s and like level 3s and stuff like that, just so like
You're actually trying to use them for healing now.
stuff into, like, yeah.
You're not. So the only healing you've done for a long time is your divine shield, right? You've never actually tried to heal anything for a while.
Yeah, I know.
Because we've had so many HP that 1d8 plus whatever's.
My
not gonna do
1d4
anything
plus 9 was not enough. Yes, I'm gonna start passing out some healing words and be like, "Oh, Erin, you're looking good today. Renly, did you lose weight? Adis, that mask, it's still a mask." And I keep
Alright.
going around, like, just giving compliments to people for healing words, and I give, like, high fives to people for a few, like, you know, second level, like,
Okay.
healing touches. And like, "Oh, Erin, high five. Too
Deimos-
slow, just joking, give him a hug."
So Deimos,
Like, you know,
roll
stuff like that.
intelligence check.
Joke's on you, I'm a fucking genius.
Okay. You're walking around the room and you're high-fiving and talking and slapping, casting cure light wounds, right? And as you're going around the room, everyone is remarkably instantly reverting back to full health. Like healing hundreds, if not thousands of damage.
I'm gonna get rid of all these spells, but what's with this place?
That's some pretty epic healing, bro.
I don't know if it was me. As I say, 1/3 level, because that's my ace in the hole. Yes.
Pretty sure it was
Amos,
you, bro.
hold still, okay? Hold still.
Yes.
Oops. We did.
Ow! Oh shit!
A tree branch comes out of the air and just smacks you in the face 3 times.
Fuck!
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm just a little Deimos.
Normally it would do this much damage.
In response to Renly, I'm gonna use my ace in the hole 3rd level to be like, to give it a hug of healing. And I'm like, here's my 3rd level hug of healing.
How does it actually do 61 or does it do more?
Does it do 3d8 plus 9?
Yeah.
Yes, take that. Take my 3d8 plus 9.
So Renly, why did you smack him?
To see if there was enhanced casting. So I
Oh.
hailstoned it.
No, it does not.
Huh.
No, you healed everyone. Deimos thinks he had something to do with it, but he didn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, I thought there was something else happening.
No. He just rolled an 8 on his intelligence check. He thinks his cure light wounds was dealing thousands of healing. You're the one who healed everyone.
Mr. Tree, here's your massive healing I'm gonna give to you.
Needed a lot. I go back into Renly form.
So now I start walking around trying to feel shit out.
Elwin, All right, what's this healing? All right, Renly, you get 51 healing points.
Yeah, that's my third level, baby. Oh, actually, shoot, that's not too bad. I got a
Um,
better healing.
Deimos, as you cast that, your finger, you notice you're very perceptive. You're not very smart, but you're very perceptive. As you
Talking
cast
about
that,
fuck you, I'm super smart.
the the healing energy goes into Renly, and it heals 51 damage. But you look down, and you can feel your fingertips just like tingling and like growing numb. Like it doesn't feel right.
Oh, shit. There's only one reason for this. When my fingers get numb, it means it's punching time. There's some not good people around here.
All right, Elwin, looking around the room, you're feeling a sense of awe coming over you.
All right, I'm gonna start flexing, and like I'm gonna try to sense these things with my muscles, with my muscle tremor sense.
Okay, Elwin, the legends of Bahamut and his glorious horde, his temple above a towering mountain. Um, the faint stories you've heard about the divine forge, the reality of it all, and the fact that you've been following this deity your whole life. It's awe-inspiring. You go around the room trying to figure out what's going on, what's occurred. Looking at the murals and the depictions along in the coves around the room, you see stories of great might. You see stories of Bahamut, the dragon god of power and of justice, exercising his strength, ascending, overseeing large celestial armies. You see other gods acknowledging him, bowing to him, among minor gods and even normal gods. You see him having the respect of all of the celestial hosts. And you gather that Bahamut was no normal god figure. As the gatekeeper of his own plane, he was in the upper levels of divinity. Not quite a greater god, but something close to it. So one, the fact that he was chained thousands of years ago, 8,000 years ago, and tethered to this mountain is significant. But you see that you see murals even and images of even while he was chained, he ruled in peace, and he exerted a heavy sense of complete justice and fairness as he ruled over his plane. He was chained here, but he was not a prisoner. That's what you see all around you. The forge is completely unpowered. Looking at it, at pictures of when it was working, you see that it whenever it is active, it is only activated by dragonfire, and specifically by Bahamut's dragonfire. That's how it's depicted in the images. You gather enough to realize that only Bahamut can activate the divine forge. Roll a perception check.
Coming. Perception. Yeah, I'm not good at this. Slightly better.
You echo Melwin's feeling. There is something very wrong. very wrong with. It just feels off in this area. And looking at Bahamut in the sky, the rage and the madness that has overcome him is not the same as the god of justice that you see depicted in the murals all around you. What do you want to do?
So let me see if I understood, because my Discord cut me out like towards the half of it, so I missed half of the things.
Okay.
So I saw the murals of him ruling peacefully,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end is when I felt that it wasn't the god of justice.
No, he is the god of justice. He and in the murals he rules peacefully, even if he's tethered. He is not a prisoner. He rules in power. He has the respect of many of the gods around him. He's really high in the rankings of gods as far as power and respect and authority goes. He's not a greater god, but he's something close to it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's extremely powerful, and he ruled a peaceful and just realm. So you realize that the version of him, that the way he is now, up in the sky, the madness and the fury, is not what is seen in these images.
What about this dragon statue here? Maybe the dude outside is not the real Bahamut, and the real Bahamut is trapped somewhere in here.
Or corrupted.
You look at this, and this dragon statue. It's a much smaller metallic dragon. It is not. It's a carving. It's a stone interface. It holds light, basically, is what it is. It is not anything spectacular. No, the dragon in the sky is Bahamut, but he is not right.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, what's going on?
Ellen's trying to figure out what's going on with Bahamut.
+1. I mean, Melvin. I mean, yes. Melvin +1. Do you recall any particular priest or, thingamajig that used to be here? Do you have any data, captures or videos on memory cells of a priest or something?
There were many.
Start going with. Sorry.
There were many priests and many people. This place was a point of travel by denizens all over Solaria. People would travel here and pay homage, but now it's empty. It's desolate.
He recalls a particular priest or something, or he has data captures or something of one of them.
Of a person.
I'm going to do Echo of the Wild. Yes.
Yeah.
And while she's casting that, I'm going to add to the question. I don't know what that does, but just in case it helps, if he recalls a time or an event that caused the change in behavior.
Okay. So, Renly Echo of the Wild. So you actually create a duplicate of her.
Or a illusory duplicate, yes. From that specific time.
Okay, so so Melwyn does not have direct memory of her. All he has is data fragments.
Okay, and
Because he never saw her directly.
Does he know her name?
He does not.
Does
All
he
he
know
knows-
the name of any Bahamut priest?
Just as abstract data, yeah. So he lists off a few names of beings in the past that have been directly keyed to the worship of Bahamut and the service of Bahamut.
We
You
got a name.
recognize?
Amos could try to true resurrect him.
Eh. Okay. I pull out a Triton's finger because we already worked once in this. I use this as a focusing point.
Is it a middle finger?
Just looks like it's gonna make a sense. And I'm gonna true resurrection him.
Triton,
Yes.
you already resurrected him.
No, I'm using it as a focus piece. It's my resurrection wand now.
He's gonna use his
still have
finger
his
to try to
finger.
resurrect one of the
Hold on.
Who needs the name for priest then?
Hold on a second here.
I'm a genius.
So Renly's Echo the Wild is a more powerful spell than True Resurrection.
Here, suck my dick. No, it's not.
200 years. No, this is her 10th level spell. Soul is free and willing. Yeah, your True Resurrection doesn't work.
Okay, okay. Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't use it. But I'm looking around and like,
It's bullshit. Yeah, Deimos.
Renly, you get an echo. You get the faintest echo.
Okay. Quick, tell us what modeling happened. What's wrong with this place? Hurry!
Okay. You get the faintest echo. And shimmering into view, very weak, very transparent, very translucent. You can see light just reflecting, and it casts through the realm, and your spell bends beams of light together, and it forms this illusory, ephemeral image. This woman appears, and her talking is unclear and almost like it's there's a lot of interference in her speaking, but you're able to gather snippets of it.
This is sort of like sign language, point, mime.
She looks at you and she says, "My name, Daraka. Serve Bahamut."
Great to see and meet you, Elwyn. Elwyn.
Do I see this too, or just her?
Oh, you can see it.
Okay, so as soon as she appears, I will stand in front of Daraka, Garaka, and I'll do like the respectful. I'm sure like there's like a gesture that for the Bahamut's religion.
Yes.
I will do that, and hoping that she'll see that I am a follower.
She responds with the same gesture.
I tell her, there is something wrong with the great Bahamut. He has crazed. We want to help him.
She says she pauses, she closes her eyes. She breathes deeply, and you can see her face grow troubled. And she looks up at the sky, and you can see this. The sky to this, the ceiling to this temple is open, and she can see Bahamut circling above, rage-filled, swirling around him, those 5 wispy, smaller, much smaller, worm-like dragon creatures. And she says, Bahamut has grown mad. He gave his mind up willingly, so that the Red God could not bend him to his will, so that the divine forge would remain dark. Repair his mind, heal his essence.
How?
She looks
I
directly
fear
at you.
he will destroy us if we even make our presence known.
She looks directly at you, Elwyn. Her eyes glowing and her form beginning to shimmer and break and grow less and less solid. She gestures over to the center of the temple. At the base of the point where the tether reaches and is anchored to the ground. There are dioceses and heavy arcane runeworks, all this stuff that's magic, ancient divine magics, and knowledge that spans the entirety of the power of the 111 planes. That's woven into the structure to be able to hold Bahamut here. Amongst them, gems and crystals, and that power them. And she says, "There is connection to him. You," and she looks directly at you, Elwyn. She says, "You know. You know what to do." And her form fades away.
I'm gonna turn to the rest of the guys. Did you guys see that too? Did you hear her?
Yeah, I
I
heard
have
that.
no fucking clue what she's talking about.
I think you do, Aaron. You see that thing there? Let's poke it.
I start kind of shaking like the way Melvin was earlier.
I think I know what she means, Elwyn.
That's better. Let him read whatever's at the bottom of it.
You're quiet.
Maybe he can
Renly,
get his
closer.
essence. Damer, shove him towards the tether. Maybe he can connect his essence to that essence and he can read stuff. Who knows?
I agree.
Elwyn, I think it's time for you to finally resume your true form.
Hey,
Ron
pick
Jeremy?
up Edwin.
Ron Jeremy.
That's me, fucker boy.
No. Ron Jeremy's
I
down the
pick it.
mountain. He's down the mountain. He's getting it on right now.
I pick up Edwin, and I bring him to this place, and I'm like, Edwin, start touching it. You are a master of touching things. Even if they're iffy about being touched, as long as they don't say no. And I don't hear this thing saying no.
It does look older than 14.
It looks significantly older.
So
What
I'll
do you do,
go to where she pointed out where the essence gathers, and I will try to connect with it.
You walk up
Not
to the.
knowing exactly not like being very nervous about what I'm about to find out, but having my friend Deimos push me towards it gives me the confidence to give it a try.
You walk over to the base of where this tethers are connected with the ground. And like I said, all along the floor, for 100 feet in every direction, there are intricate rune works. You recognize a few symbols from Arcana, but there is representations from divine power, religions, sciences, magics from across all the known planes. Such immense magical power is focused here, holding and tethering Bahamut to this place. Ancient, deep, wild magics, the pinnacles of knowledge and physics, all of it represented here. And woven through all the runework, the complex runework in the ground, and amongst these sigils are gems and stones, and some brilliant, some dull, all over the place. There's pedestals and daises all around, um, bearing markings of different languages all over the place. You can feel the immense flow of pure divine energy just anchoring the Bahamut to this place. It's like it's a tether. It's almost like an umbilical cord, something holding him here. You can feel the wrongness in in the flow of energy, in the essence of who he is. But it is but wrong, but not diminished. Okay.
Okay. I think back to my time in seclusion, to when I would communicate to the patron of my draconic bloodline, Larry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to remember how I would communicate with him through my trance, and how he told me that years from now I would have to stop this great evil. And now I think I know what he's speaking of. Not an evil that is a person, but an evil that, for the greater good, Bahamut had to endure by losing his mind. So I'm going to try to use my teachings from the patron of my draconic bloodline to communicate to Bahamut and to connect with his essence here.
The story rings true in your heart. You hear the words of your patron telling you, anointing you, challenging you, and inspiring you to do this thing. You were the chosen one. You were the one that the god of all draconic might had identified to be able to accomplish this task. You recognize that. You realize that. Yet when you reach out and speak, there is no answer.
Do I feel something within me that's going to make me go full dragon? I don't know, something that I've missed in the past?
There is something you've missed in the past.
I take... Oh no, you brilliant bastard. If this is what I'm thinking. I take my crystal that was given to me that has been
Yes.
useless
Oh,
for my
yes.
whole journey, and I place it within the horde.
Dude, I was gonna just tell you that. Perfect.
It's never worked for anything else.
Never.
This must be the one point. Literally the one thing it was used for.
As you do that, the crystal comes to life. You suddenly see around you all the gems, dull, bright and bright, all the runes of 1,000 different languages begin to glow. You can feel the attunement with Bahamut's essence rip through this area. You can see all of a sudden the sense of madness and exactly what Bahamut had done just power through your consciousness. Bahamut willingly broke his own mind so that he would not be corruptible, so that he would not be allowed, be forced to bend to Asmodeus's will. And in the breaking of his mind, he designated one of his dragonflight to take the key to accessing his mind to a faraway plane, someplace beyond the reach or beyond the notice of Asmodeus, and find someone who would someday be able to battle to repair and restore Bahamut's mind.
Not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of chills.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
A portal opens. This is not a portal to a location. This is a portal to a reality. This is a portal into the space between dream and consciousness. A portal into the mind of Bahamut.
No hesitation. I enter this portal. I connect with it.
Okay.
I touch it softly and caress its skin.
As you do, you can feel the sheen of the portal there. It's like glass. You're touching glass. You haven't entered it yet, and you hear a reverberation just rip through your mind.
Prepare yourself, young one. The challenge before you is great.
I am ready.
All right.
And before you go,
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna
Join
give my
on? I mean,
Edwin.
the solo
can't go
mission, right?
I'm assuming it's a solo
It's
mission, right?
definitely not a solo mission.
It's definitely not.
We're with you for the right, baby.
Edwin, ride upon your steed. We are gonna save them all together.
It was a spirit journey.
Hey, Deimos, you
I
should
thought
let me
he
through.
was the avatar from Nickelodeon that got released like a week ago.
Deimos, you should let me turn you into a platinum, ancient platinum dragon.
No, I would be way weaker if I did that.
Just for style points, man. Come
No,
on.
bro, I can't do that. You waste your spells, and then also I would be weaker.
Dude, I can cast True Polymorph as many times a day as I want.
I know, but if you do it on me, you'll die.
No, I won't.
No, actually, I have an ability. Trust me, actually. Oh, wait, never mind. I can't tell you about it, but I highly suggest you don't try to True Polymorph me.
You don't have any magic, Deimos, because the little demon dude's out of juju.
Yes, just I would highly suggest don't do it because it would not end well. I can guarantee that.
I mount my steed.
I slide him into his saddle, which happens to be my chain whitey tighties.
I pull Melwin and tell him, Melwin, this is what we were born for.
Aegis, get
Go
your
into
big,
your-
powerful shit.
I put him into
I
his
don't know
little
what kind of crack you're
dimension.
smoking. I don't have big, powerful shit.
His little dimension, so he'll be safe.
Okay.
And I say, Renly, Aegis, let's do this.
There's only one way.
For
Hear
Bruce
me
Wayne.
out on this. Renly, turn into something. Adis, turn into something. Nothing can stop a cavalry that rides 4 full tier high. If we all ride each other into battle,
Yes, my steed shall have his steed,
and
and that steed shall have his steed.
and that steed shall be the almighty Alpha Steed. Or not.
Steedception.
Steed.
You want me to turn into a mouse? I don't get it.
They want. Okay, this is what they want. They want you to turn into something big, me to turn something into big. Elwin mounted Deimos, then Deimos would mount one of us, and then whoever's left, and then that stack would mount whoever's left.
Honestly, I see zero problems in any of this.
This is brilliant.
Brilliant. We're fucking
would love this.
geniuses.
It is kind of brilliant.
I turn to Deimos and Elvin, and as I transform, I go sons, and I transform into a certain bear.
Oh no, Mama Bear! Mama Bear, it was just Daddy Bear Day, and I don't know who Daddy Bear is.
So what do you want me to turn into, Deimos?
Oh, it was just a joke. Turn to whatever. I just thought it'd be funny.
Okay.
I can turn you into something that has more hit points than you do, Deimos.
Nah, I
I'm
got
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can't. I can't use my special forms on you.
All right, so we gather and we are ready for our test.
Yeah, this
Bring
portal's
it,
probably too small for any of my forms to go through.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
I bite Deimos's collar at the back and then walk forward with, sort of like, mama cat holding.
Mama, I'm a big boy. Stop bringing me pictures. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
Okay.
Hey, Tempest, you better hurry up. Your future son and wife are marching into battle.
1 second here. 1 second, 1 second. So, you guys approach this portal, unlike any portal you've seen before. And
Or no, we've seen some pretty holes in reality. Pretty crazy holes in reality.
this is a hole into the mind of Bahamut. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's got nothing on a big burly Deimos who can rip through space-time and...
Pathetic.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
Deimos is unimpressed by this portal.
It's a large glass shimmering portal, almost like a door. Elwin, you put your hand on it, and the door opens up, and you step through. You step through into a bright world, a world of light and clouds. Let's see here.
Oh yeah.
This, and I'll zoom out for you, is the broken mind of Bahamut. And this is where we'll pick up next week.
Oh, no, we just went back to this type of models. Oh, nice. I love it. I love it.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Can't
that's sick.
wait. Can't wait till next week.
Oh, that's an awesome Deimos model.
Oh yeah, we made that a
Beast.
long time ago.
Yeah.
It's because
It's missing its legs. So
Yeah.
I love he just drew in legs. I have invisible feet. I want to put that. This is canon right now. My feet. If only my feet through, no one can see it.
No,
They're
that
invisible.
works with, remember that one time when your legs got like barbecued?
That's true. Yeah. I have legs that are just pure force.
I've been saving this map literally since I bought this packet, however long ago.
Such a good
So-
packet.
Yeah.
Pretty.
You get a couple of maps from that, didn't you? You got,
Yeah,
we got that.
I have
the
more.
First one.
A lot of them are dungeons though, but I have several more. But yeah,
Staircases going into like doorways going into other parts of his mind. Oh my god.
yes, yeah. Those staircases all go to different parts of the mind.
All right, well, appreciate you writing this.
Right.
This is fucking dope.
So this should be a fairly large dungeon. But yeah, all right.
All right, see you guys next week. Appreciate
See
it.
you.
Looking
See you.
forward to it.
See you guys next week.
See ya.